It's happening. We're doing it right now. Okay.
Oh my.
So, episode 3 of Dan and the Fans. And who do we have for this episode?
Sharday, Miss Love Tech.
Very good. You were one of my first people that I actually spoke to from YouTube, and the first
Yes.
person to actually communicate with me via like iMessage and on my iPad. And yeah, I guess my first question would be: have you had many other YouTubers communicate with you, or other people in the tech industry, like I don't know, great communicators with their fans, or do they kind of just leave them to the side?
I'll leave them to the side because they're nothing like you. You know, you my dog. Lamar, every now and then, maybe, he might say something to me. Chris Perillo, never. But you, yeah, thumbs up.
That's cool. I'm happy with that. Do you have any questions for me?
Um, yes. How much are you on your Android phone than more than your Apple phone, your iPhone? What's the difference? What's the difference between the two?
Um, well, recently I've had my Android phone as my primary phone, and I don't have my iPhone anymore, so I just use my iPad. And I've noticed
Mm.
myself only really replying to texts or Facebook messages on my Android phone and just playing around with the customization. But I noticed myself when it comes to the business side of it or communicating on social networks or emailing with fans, I normally prefer my iPad. Like it's a lot easier. Everything runs a lot smoother, and I can guarantee that they'll get it. With the Android platform, it doesn't sync up very well with iOS, and I don't know. I just don't prefer it. I think I prefer iOS. If that
How
makes
long did it take you when you did the iPad video, when you took the front screen apart? How long did it take? Or
it
what?
was like 2 hours to take it off and then replace it, and there was
Wow.
shards of
Would you would have
glass.
did it more professionally, or would you would have rather just did it yourself?
Um, well, if I did it professionally, I think they quoted it was like $200 or something ridiculous like that. And my mate actually did it for me, and it was only $30 to buy the parts, and we did it all in an afternoon. So I definitely prefer it, and I didn't even have to do anything. Like my mate did the whole thing. I just had to film the whole time, and there were just shards of glass all over the floor. But the good thing about, which is really weird about the Apple glass, is it actually breaks off like safety glass. So you don't poke it in
Wow.
your skin or anything. You don't actually cut yourself with safety glass normally. So it kind of shatters and goes into flakes, which is really good. Made it easy to clean up.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, I think so. Well, we did it. We fixed it so that my mum could keep it. So it was like it was going to another home. So I definitely would do it if
Oh,
someone else
okay.
could keep it, or if I was keeping it for myself. It worked out pretty
Did you
well.
set did you set up the iPad for her, or did she already know how to work the iPad?
I had to set it up for her. Like I
That's sweet.
sat there with her and showed her how to do it, which was cool. But she had all her settings from her iPhone, so she just kind of set it all up, which is cool. She loves using it.
So do you like doing more how-to videos or more product review videos?
Um, Recently more so product reviews, just because companies have been sending me out different products, and I don't know. I just feel like a product review would be a bit more fitting than a how-to with these. But I may do some more how-to random videos. I don't know. I have some random products coming
Mm.
out that I think I'm going to change up my style a bit for. See how it goes.
Yeah, so you're gonna do more how-to iPad videos or more how-to, are you on both sides of the bed? Like, are you on Android and Apple how-to videos?
Um, I don't know. Well, I've noticed that with my recent Android video that I put up, it actually got a lot of notice. So there's definitely a lot of people using Android phones. So I think I need to keep up with both of them and not just make it iOS. But I don't know. I think I'll do a bit of both. I'll try and
Mm.
do both so then I have a wider audience range and different people can ask me different things. I guess.
So is it better? Is Android software better than Apple software?
In my opinion,
Yes.
um, that's a hard question. I'd say with the iOS software, I feel like obviously because Apple keeps such a tight lock on it and everything is meant to run as smooth as possible. There's no like bull crap. It's all straight to the point, and you can get everywhere within
Mhm.
like 2 to 3 clicks, and that's what they've always promised, that it'll be the most simplistic operating system. But with Android, I noticed myself browsing through like 5 menus to actually get to a setting that I need to disable, and little things like that when I got my Android for the first time really annoyed me because I'd never used it and it was just such a screw around. Like there's definitely a lot more freedom in Android, but then it does slow down
Mhm.
the operating system and it slows down the browsing experience. There's just too much going on, I feel, especially with the Galaxy S4. I don't know if the newer phones have simplified the Android layout, but I don't know. Sometimes I prefer the iOS just for simplistic kind of replies and everything. Seems to work easier.
Mhm. Do you agree? Do you feel better with Apple privacy than Android privacy?
Um, yeah, I think so. They've guaranteed that you can't really get a virus through iOS devices. There was something that came up recently, but normally iOS is a bit more stable. With the Android thing, you can download pretty much anything. So unless you have a virus protection software on your device, it can actually screw up the processing power and everything. It can, I don't know, it can ruin your whole phone, I guess, if it's a really severe virus. So I don't think you'd ever experience that on iOS. You could, I guess, if you jailbroke it or if something came through. I think it's a higher chance that Android would screw up.
Yeah, yeah. Do you like jailbreaking or no jailbreaking?
Um, I used to be really into jailbreaking, but I've only got the iPod Touch at the moment that's jailbroken that I don't really use much. So at the moment, I guess I've just kind of been into stock iOS. But there was a period
Yeah.
where I was into jailbreaking. I just feel like there's a lot of support behind it, but I went on it recently and they hadn't changed too much. It was the same kind of basic tweaks and everything that I used to use.
Hmm.
So it wasn't anything spectacular, but I don't know, still pretty decent at the end of the day, I guess.